that 3 leaders of the PDP have now resigned from that party, and in a letter written to the President Mehbooba Mufti, they say that they're feeling quite uncomfortable over some of the actions and undesirable utterances, especially which will hurt patriotic sentiments. This is all related to the war of flags going on in Jammu and Kashmir. Nazir Masoodi joins us for more. Nazir.
Well, Sonal, a major setback for Mehbooba Mufti and his party PDP in Jammu. While the party doesn't have any significant presence in Jammu, yet resignation of 3 senior leaders is quite a setback, particularly the timing is very important. When PDP has joined hands with National Conference and other regional parties to form the alliance called People's Alliance, the new political bloc for the restoration of 370. At this time, because of Mehbooba Mufti's controversial statement wherein she said she will not raise tricolor until J&K's women's flag and constitution is back. She also said she will not contest any future elections until the constitution of Jammu and Kashmir is back. Now, 3 important leaders of PDP in Jammu, namely TS Bajwa, Mahajan and Hussain Waffa, have sent resignation letters to Mehbooba Mufti, talking about her, this statement, what they call undesirable utterances, and they were saying feeling uncomfortable because of some of her actions and undesirable utterances. So what were those undesirable utterances? Were this statement about the tricolor. In fact, it has raised a huge controversy in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP President, State President Ravinder Raina even calling Mehbooba Mufti and Farooq Abdullah as traitors. BJP has already demanded that there should be case against Mehbooba Mufti. Now today at 2 places in Jammu as well in Srinagar, BJP
Nazir,
in
before
fact
you go on
out
to tell us more about the flags, I quickly want to understand how senior are these leaders, and do you think the resignation is going to hurt PDP?
As I said at the outset, it is a setback for Mehbooba Mufti. While the party doesn't have any significant presence in Jammu, yet the resignation of 3 senior leaders, one among them General Secretary, second is Mrs. Bajwa, is former MP from Rajya Sabha, MP of the PDP only. So they resigned. They were the face of the PDP in Jammu. And it is a setback. At the time when PDP, these are parties, National Conference of the PDP, they are pan Jammu and Kashmir parties. They don't belong to any particular area. For example, National Conference has significant presence in every district and every block of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh as well. So they're facing any type of revolt, a setback. But PDP, remember, PDP has been marred by resignation and defection since 2018. Large number of leaders have already left the party and they have formed the Apni party, which is known as King's Party, which is backed by the center. So it's not first time PDP leaders have been resigning, but the timing this time is in the wake of Mehbooba Mufti's controversial statement and tag of flags in Jammu.
All right. Thanks, Nazir Masoodi, for that. We have Mohit Bhan, now spokesperson for the PDP, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Bhan, not very good news coming your way. How is the party responding to these resignations?
The issue to understand here is that these statements were blown out of the proportion. Undoubtedly, there are certain fringe elements in Jammu which has reacted very sharply to this and attacked, so that it creates the uncertainty among the people in Jammu. So under pressure, obviously, these people have resigned, wherein if you'll understand the statement in letter and spirit, it is the people, People's Democratic Party and National
Is this directly related to the flag war that is going on?
Sorry?
Is this directly related to the war of the flags that's going on in Jammu and Kashmir?
There is no war of the flags as is being portrayed. See, if you'll see, these were the mainstream parties, PDP and National Conference, who stood with this Indian flag for past 70 years in Jammu and Kashmir when BJP was nowhere in picture. These were the parties who contested elections when nobody was ready to contest an election and, keep this democracy alive. So there is no doubt about
but their resignation says...
patriotism.
Their resignation talks about hurting
12,000 people who have sacrificed 10 to 12,000
right,
workers.
But their resignation talks about hurting patriotic sentiments.
See, I understand the pressure which has been built in Jammu because of this, certain right-wing groups who have till now never contributed. Who have never immensely contributed in the political battles in Kashmir Valley. So at that time, it was only NC and PDP who used to contribute and legitimize this, entire democratic
But that was
setup.
then. We're talking about now, Mr. Bhan. Your General Secretary of the party has resigned.
Obviously, any party member who resigns from the party, anybody who leaves the party, it is always an setback. There is no doubt about that. It is not a setback. But
it's not any party member, no, Mr. Bhan. It's the general secretary of your party who's showing no confidence in the leadership.
See, we will talk to them. It's not that we are not going to talk to them. We will talk to them. We will also take them on board. There is a meeting of People's Alliance in Jammu region on 7th of November. So we are going to take people from Jammu region on board because they are right now being, ignored by the BJP.
So you're saying the party will reach out to them, try to bring them back to the fold?
We will certainly, yes. Obviously, we will talk to everybody. They are all senior members of the party. We will certainly talk to them and try and make them understand what the statement was all about and how it was blown out of the proportion. There is no doubt about that. We will certainly speak to them, and I'm sure we will be able to convince them and bring them back to the party.
All right.